We live in a country, we live in a society, we live in a place. TV ads, right? Everything tells us we need more. Everything tells us we need to accumulate more. Everything's about having more. And we're financial planners, so but,
not going to turn that
but
down.
is that going to make us happy?
Not likely, Wayne. When are we going to choose to be content with what we have? Right? I think that's the biggest question that we work with. We work with people that make a lot of money. You would think that in that process that they might have access to stuff, and that might lead to contentment by itself. But if we're not intentional about that process, chances of us magically happening upon contentment is unlikely.
Yeah, because there is never enough. In my life, I've exceeded my financial goals so many times. And if I don't learn to be content today, when am I ever going to be? And it's easier to reach the next goal if I am content, isn't it?
Sure, absolutely. There's more cash flow, right? If our happiness doesn't come from the stuff that we accumulate, if happiness comes from our relationships, that's much more likely to lead to contentment than by acquiring the next thing.
And sometimes stuff we can't even afford.
Usually, I think part of that, the society today is very much, I would say, in the United States, geared towards resentment of those who have more than you. All while, globally, we're the richest people in the world. The society of the United States is the richest country in the world, and yet we're worried about what the Joneses have down the street, and those Joneses often are debt-fueled. They're not done in a conservative manner. They're not done in a wise, prudent, stewardship-filled life.
Which means they have more stress, they have more marital discourse.
All of those things. That debt-fueled world. So one of the things that we really stress by retirement, we need to be debt-free. And yeah, that includes the mortgage. Now, are all of our clients there in retirement? No, they're not. But every step we take towards that, and 3 others that we get into probably more often than people want to hear, it's towards those goals, the more contentment we will have, the less stress we'll have, the more purpose we can have in our day-to-day relationships.
Which is what we want at the end, right?
I sure hope so.
So we definitely want to be content. We want to be full of joy, because if we're that way, life will be better.